Hi Beach Channel, my name is Carly and we're here with Life and Style, and I am here with one of my favorite people, Dr. Kristen Haushalter. She is a board certified dermatologist and she just created a fabulous swimwear line. It's protective, which is everybody's favorite. And I just want to dive in with you about how this came about, how you started it, and let's first start off with how you started it.
Okay, well, thank you, Carly, for having me. I'm really excited to do this.
Yeah.
So the line is called Belasol. Beautiful sun is how I think about it in my head. And I am a dermatologist, as you said, and I treat skin cancer all the time. So this is my life, right? And clearly, that's not something I want. Also, I don't want brown spots, and I don't want to age either. I want to look this way forever,
does.
Right? And the conundrum is that I love the sun.
Yeah.
And my kids love the sun, and we love to play. We have a boat. We dive. We're lobstering when it's lobster season. We're wakeboarding when it's not windy. We are out there just about every weekend.
Yeah.
Or I'm at a soccer game.
Yeah.
Or whatever. We live in Miami for a reason, and we should enjoy it, right?
Absolutely.
So this is my conundrum. I love the sun, but I'm trying to hide from it at the same time, and that is not possible. So as you know, one day my friend and I were sitting at a pool.
Yeah.
And enjoying our Prosecco in the shade. And in some, mismatch kind of sun protective clothing. And we saw these beautiful women walking by in their gorgeous bikinis. And then my heart is like, oh, she looks so pretty. But she's damaging her skin. How can I protect these women, right? So that's, I guess, part of me being a doctor. I want to protect them. I want to take care of them. And that's how it started. And my partner, who is this brilliant PhD psychologist who has actually dark skin, she's French Haitian, knows it's just as important to protect her skin as it is mine. So we had this conversation and boom, it's Belasol.
Wow.
We had no idea what we were going to do or how to do it, but that's how it started.
That's so cool. And it seems so fitting that two doctors are just talking and they want to help people.
Yeah.
That's your pledge that you guys took. And the clothing just looks so comfortable. And you guys have specially made this clothing to be sustainable. Sorry.
Yes.
I always
That's right.
And it's so pretty and people can feel confident while wearing it. And the coloring, can you explain some of the colors that you've chosen and the pattern?
So let me back up a little bit and tell you we hired this company to help us because as a doctor, we don't learn about retail or marketing or fashion. I don't know anything about fashion. I know what I like to wear, right? So we hired this amazing company called the Notch Project, who's based here in Miami. And they initially were our designers, and they helped us do this. And they said, okay, what's your favorite color? You know mine, I'm sure. Blue or green.
Yep.
And green one. And then my partner's was pink. And so that's where it came from.
So you guys kind of did a mixture of all of them. And then
they designed the pink and green pattern. And then we needed some solid things too to go with it. Because not everyone likes
Not everybody likes patterns.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's where the black came.
Okay. Very nice.
We also
that's
have
super
some
cool.
white
The
products.
black jackets remind me of like something you would get at Lululemon or something like that. But
so it is, interestingly, people wear it for athletic wear.
Really?
My friend was like, I just wore this for hot yoga. I just wore this for the beach yoga.
Oh my
I just wore this. She wore it to pool. Aquatics.
Oh.
Like water aerobics.
That's so
what it was.
cool.
And I'm like, what a great idea. So it's also people in pickleball and tennis.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
actually wearing some of the tops.
Yeah, it's super cute.
And that's not why it was created, but I love it.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to sweat. You're getting wet.
You can use it for whatever you want.
Yeah. And it is sustainable, but the material is cooling. And super soft.
I like that.
Yeah.
So what is the difference between your protective clothing line and others that are out there?
Yeah, there are a lot of great companies, actually. I would say that most of them are solid colors, which is fine, but I'm not a solid person. I'm wild and crazy, and I want some patterns, and I want it to be a little different. I want it to be unique, always.
Okay.
But I think the biggest thing is the sustainability of the fabric. It's made from recycled water bottles taken from the Mediterranean.
That's really cool.
We'll soon to be using a Colombian company. We even found some fabric that's made from seaweed. How cool is that?
Wow.
It's even better. I mean, recycled plastic is better, but we can do even better than that.
100%.
And so, that's the biggest part right there. And
for sure. And what type of things like did you like want to let me rephrase this question. So what type of like how much covering did you want to like start with? Like let me
head to
like
toe,
head to
everything?
toe, but like do we have to wear sunscreen as well with this stuff? I know
that's
like
a good question,
know this question, but like do we have to wear sunscreen? Is this like the only thing that we have to wear when we're wearing this clothing?
So the answer to that is yes.
Yes.
It is UPF 50, which is very similar to SPF 50.
Okay.
So very little light is going to go through.
Okay.
And how much to cover up when I'm out? I've got my hat and my sunglasses and my buff and this zipped up to the top and my hand covers and my tights, everything, right? But not everyone wants to do that.
No.
Okay, and I get that.
Yeah.
So I want to cover up as much as I can on these women. You want to just cover your shoulders? Okay, fine. Unzip this and show your cute bikini.
Yeah.
Put on the wrap, the black wrap over your cute red bikini that you already have. You know, cover your shoulders. Just do something.
Yeah.
You know, get a little bit of sun, go in the pool for an hour. You start to feel it. Everyone does.
Yeah.
Throw a cover on.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be head to toe like I do. But there are options for those that will even just do a little.
There definitely is. And like, I know both, I mean, I always have a problem with the sun, and I know you do as well. Yes. If we are in the sun, it hurts.
It does.
Like it's just painful and no one wants to feel like that.
That's right.
And I don't get tan. So it's like, I don't even see a point in going out in the sun like other people. Whenever people bring out the baby oil, I'm like, oh my
no,
God.
We're just going to burn and then peel.
Yes. And then they're going to look like they're 100 years old. When they're older.
I call it an old leather handbag, right? Yes. You're going to look really old and freckly, and nobody wants that.
And this stuff is so cool. Like they can protect themselves while having fun and being out in the sun, and that's what everybody wants to do. And I feel like everybody thinks like a dermatologist like yourself is going to be like, no, you can't go out in the sun. There's no sun exposure. Don't do that.
Yeah. No one's going to listen to me if I tell them that.
No one. I
no. I sort of tried. It didn't work.
They aren't.
But I don't do that either. So
no.
Practice what you preach.
I had a question that came in actually because I talk about skincare all the time, and I'm sure you know this. But I got into a debate with a few people about how much sun is necessary for people to get. How much coverage is too much coverage?
So it's interesting. There's a question about vitamin D as well, right? I need to go get my vitamin D. And the sun is beautiful and fun and feels good, right? And there are places that don't have this much sun in our country and other places in the world. These people have seasonal affective disorder because they don't get enough sun. They don't see enough light.
100%.
But here, it's very different. So there's a nice balance. But the thing about vitamin D in general is just one example. You just need a little bit, like 20 minutes exposed skin on a surface area very small, like the back of your hands. Your body has synthesized vitamin D and can synthesize no more.
Yeah.
So you just need a little bit. You're going to get this in the car. You're going to get this walking to Target. You're going to get this, walking to and from work, especially here in Miami. Okay, it is very different in other parts of the country. So you're going to get enough of what you need to be healthy.
Yes.
And so there is a such thing as too much of a good thing.
Yeah.
And so there's a balance, and people need to realize that.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to help.
Yeah, for sure. And you only need a little surface area, like you said. So that's where this clothing comes into play.
That's right. That's right.
When these pants that I see right here, so what is your top-notch selling item right now?
Okay.
Because the pants, I can see them being a little uncomfortable.
Yep, I hear you.
On the beach when it's really, really hot.
Nobody wants to wear that on the beach.
No.
I would not wear that on the beach. Okay,
let's be honest. Snorkeling.
That is when I wear it.
Yes.
I wear those snorkeling and when I dive. I'm a diver.
Okay.
So when we're diving for lobster or we're diving for fun, I wear those. I'm on the boat in those all day. Like we eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner on the boat. And that's what I have on, and I do not take them off.
Yeah.
But there's no way I'm going to wear that on the beach.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm going to wear the shorts, or the bikini bottoms. Okay? I'm just going to sit under an umbrella and put sunscreen on so I don't get the indirect rays. But to answer your question about the number one seller, I didn't predict this, but the number one seller is our margarita dress. So it's got the ruching on the side. It can be a top or a dress. And I think it's the number one seller because of the ruching, and it can kind of hide a little bit about part of the bodies that women sometimes aren't comfortable showing.
Yeah.
But I did not expect that. That's it. The second number one seller is the one I have on.
Okay.
Which, but people love the black and they love the green. Pink is the third favorite. I mean, I think green is the best. But you can put it with anything. Shorts, your yoga pants, take it on and off easily.
Yeah.
Slap it on your shoulders if you just want to run from the pool to the bathroom or to brunch or something. And then we also have the wrap that people love because that literally can go on anything.
Yeah,
I wore it over
super
here
cute.
in the car over my tank top after yoga.
Yeah, and maybe you can pair it with like a little skirt.
Absolutely.
And then just like
you can
pop
put it with
on in.
anything.
Yeah. I already have an outfit planned for something like that.
I love it.
So also, where do you see the brand kind of going? Like right now we're swimwear. Could this possibly go elsewhere? Are you planning on maybe going elsewhere or branching out to genders or other things?
Yes. So we have kid stuff now.
Okay.
Just came out a month ago.
That's amazing.
Long sleeve, one piece for little girls with cute little ruffles on the sleeve.
Yeah.
Trunks for boys and men. However, this is not a men's company.
No,
this is for women.
And we want women to feel comfortable and powerful and beautiful.
And how many women do you know that want to do a little matchy-matchy with their family and do a photo?
Oh my God, so many.
That is actually why this was created. We had so many people say, where's the stuff for my kids? I want to match them. Or mommy and me.
Yeah.
So that's where the kids' stuff came from.
Yeah.
There will be more for little girls, maybe a few things for men and boys, but you can go to Target, West Marine, anywhere and buy stuff for men. You cannot find fashionable things for women just anywhere.
Yeah.
And then we just came out with a very loose, long, elegant cover-up that's black and white, and it can go over anything. Like you want to just cover your shoulders while you're walking from your cabana to lunch or something at a resort or whatever.
Yeah.
So not everything is fitted. It looks fitted, but you just, for example, buy a size larger if you want to buy the dress and you don't want it fitted.
Yeah.
So we are trying to cater to all women, and I want to emphasize that it's for all women, age, regardless of color, regardless of size. There will be something for you, and we are working really hard on new things too.
Yeah, of course.
It's really important to us.
I also heard a rumor that you are developing a sunscreen with a chemist.
It is a true rumor. Some rumors are not. This one is. It is also all natural.
Okay.
Coconut oil is the base, so it has zinc. You always want, as you know, mineral sunscreen, no chemicals, not tested on animals. You could eat it, squirt it in your eyeball, doesn't hurt, doesn't hurt the reef. So if it's not,
that's really important.
Things that kill the reef and hurt other living organisms
I
are
feel
obviously
like so many
not
people
good for
don't
you.
know that.
They don't.
Yeah.
I know. And the coolest thing about it is it's moisturizing, but it goes on and it feels very smooth. It is not sticky. It's not pasty. You don't have to sandblast it off like some of this other mineral sunscreen.
Yeah.
And it soaks into all skin types without looking white.
Oh.
It's really cool.
So it's really cosmetically elegant.
Yes. Yes. I like that. So I don't know, maybe summer, we're hoping the FDA, I'm learning so much about this, is a little difficult.
Yeah.
But we're just jumping through the hoops and we're getting it done.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll have it by the summer.
In the meantime, what type of sunscreen do you recommend for people until the sunscreen comes out?
Okay. Number one, the best one is the one you put on, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Number two, the best one is the one you reapply after 2 hours.
Yeah.
But really important, mineral. Zinc oxide or titanium dioxide.
Yeah.
Yeah. No chemicals. If it has any kind of cinnamate, octinoxate, just don't do it. There's a lot of research with some of this chemicals killing the reef, being associated with certain cancers. Some of them there's not research, but why take the risk? In my opinion.
And also, like, should there be a sunscreen that's different from your face and your body? Different SPFs that we should be doing?
So yes and no to that question. If you have acne or very sensitive skin, then you want oil-free or sensitive skin. However, most mineral sunscreens are sensitive unless they have fragrances. So I would say if you have sensitive skin or acne, then you probably need one specifically for the face and one for the body. But if you don't and you're older and kind of past the acne stage, it can all be the same. And SPF, there's really not a huge difference between, well, there is between 15 and 30, but not between 30 and 50. So really 30 is enough. And again, the most common mistake is they don't reapply. People do not reapply.
It's not.
It should be done every 90 minutes. Nobody in the world except for me does that. 2 hours is reasonable. Every 2 hours, just reapply. And when you get in the water and you get out, reapply.
Yeah. And also, I mean, probably for people like us, it's not necessarily a thing, but is there such thing as a healthy tan?
Oh, God, I love that question. I am about to debunk a huge myth. So the answer to that is no.
There's not.
Any tan is a sign of damage to DNA.
Oh my goodness.
And you cannot tan unless you've damaged your DNA, and your DNA spits out these little cells, makes an umbrella to protect itself. It's your DNA screaming for help. A tan is your DNA screaming for help. So there's no such thing.
Which is why we need to put sunscreen and we need to wear Belasol.
Or self-tanner if you want the tan.
Which is what I have on right now.
Me too, and you can't tell because normally I'm the color of my skirt. So,
but I mean, that's really cool. I did not know that because I've actually, I mean, I used to work with Dr. Haushalter, and we had a lot of people in the office that were like, oh, there's such a thing as a healthy tan. We can do a healthy tan. And I was always like, what?
Yeah. Well, there is a base tan, right?
Yeah,
that's
there is
a thing.
a base tan.
But it's not, I mean, and it is protective.
Yeah.
But how did you get that base tan?
Yeah,
by damaging your DNA.
Because I'll always at the beach, I was like under the umbrella covered in towels because I didn't have Belasol. And everybody else was just like rolled out, putting their sunscreen on, of course. But they were like, oh, it's going to be a healthy tan. And I'm like, I don't know.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, no, it isn't.
Good for you.
But it hurts. It hurts when you get a tan, when you get a horrible tan.
Yeah.
And I'm going to the beach this weekend, so I am going to probably be under the sun reapplying.
Good. And I expect you to be this color when I see you.
For sure. I don't get sunburns anymore.
Yeah, good for you.
But also the kids brand, are you going to try and branch out with that as well? Because I feel like with women, I feel like they're more concerned about their kids than they are themselves. And why not match your kid and be able to get it all in one place, like you said? But parents are always trying to worry about their kids more than themselves.
That's very true.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to teach women you are just as important to protect.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
And we actually have an entire new line already planned with even better colors and patterns, more solids and different colors, and lots more kid stuff, but specifically little girls.
Okay. That's really cute.
Yeah. So different long sleeve, the crop and little bottoms too. A super cute little one piece with ruffles on the tushy.
Oh my goodness.
Like lots of cute things coming.
That's so cool. Yeah. And I every time I go to the beach now, I see kids in long sleeves.
Yeah, it's much more common.
It's much more common.
Thank God.
So that's why I'm like, we need to also think about the women, but also the kids as well, because it's definitely a thing, and you can match with your kid.
And as you've heard me say, you get 80% of your sun damage before you turn 18.
Yeah.
Think about how much time you spend outside as a kid. Maybe not as much now with video games, but come on, we're outside playing sports, we're playing. We turn 18, we go to college, we get jobs. We're inside for 8 hours a day. So before you're 18 is when it's really important.
Yeah, and like kids don't really think about sun exposure until they're older.
No,
like I
they
didn't start
don't.
thinking about it until I got into my like mid-20s, but
you're thinking about it now.
I am thinking about it.
And that's earlier than a lot of people.
Yeah, it is, for sure. They don't start thinking about it until the wrinkles start to get really deep and the brown spots start to reappear.
That's right. And it's not too late.
Yes.
Okay, it's not too late. Some people in my patients will say, well, it's too late. The damage is done.
Yeah.
And my response to that is, you're not dead yet.
Yeah.
And it's not too late.
No. And you want to prevent future skin cancers as well.
That's right.
That's probably the most important part.
It is.
Get your total body exams every year.
Once a
and go
year.
see Dr. Haushalter.
Especially if you live here in Miami.
Yeah.
We're number 2 in the world for skin cancer.
For sure. I know. And it rightfully so, because we're very sunny and a lot of irresponsible people in their little bikinis and not wearing Belasol.
That's right. And if you think about it, it's interesting because there are a lot of tan people here in this city, but we're still number 2. Wow. And that's how much sun we're getting.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
When you want to buy your clothing, where do people go?
Yes. So you can go to our Instagram. We have, it's Belasol_clothing_.
Okay.
Or our website, belasolclothing.com.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. That's amazing.
And I have a little discount code for all the beach
Ooh,
channel.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the discount code?
It's free shipping, because shipping is really expensive now. It's free ship, all capitals.
Fabulous. So, free ship.
Yeah, I just created
Don't
today
forget that.
For the beach channel listeners.
Fabulous. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This has been so much fun. I love talking with you. All right, Beach Channel. Thank you so much for viewing. This has been Life and Style. I'll see you next time.